Hi, I'm Lion Arias, content writer for Arcanys, and this is the first ever episode for Arcanys Career Talks. Today, you'll be listening to a chat I had with one of Arcanys oldies, iOS developer and PMT 𝗖𝗵𝗽𝗀. Hi, good afternoon.
Yo, good afternoon, Len.
Good afternoon. So, today I would like to ask you a few questions since you're like one of the, I'm not sure if you're one of the founding
Oldies.
pillars of the Arcanytes, but anywho, so we would like to ask you a few questions about your experience in the company so far and how has it been like since you started until now, your journey with the company, your career. So
Okay,
let's start, shall we?
sure, go. Shoot.
First question. How long have you been working at Arcanys?
Since 2013? Yeah, I think I feel very much so. Yeah, 2013. I don't know how many years is that, but yes, it's
It's
around
almost a
nine.
decade. It will be a
Oh yeah,
decade
almost a
next
decade.
year.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
So, how about how were you hired and how did you find out about Arcanys?
Well, actually, didn't know anything about Arcanys, but my previous company was merged to Arcanys, and yeah, I guess it turned out pretty damn well for
Nice.
Arcanys.
Really? I didn't know that. So,
Yes, didn't know that. I
so
think it's the mobile team, the whole mobile team, the Android and the iOS team was merged to Arcanys and some of the web developers from our previous company. I think it's along with Edward, um, James, because
oh,
who else?
James.
Yeah, and uh, who's this? Rodell and the other guys. Uh,
Nice. So, I want to ask you about how have you grown professionally while you're in Arcanis? Like in terms of tech and role changes or pivots, maybe.
So I've been an iOS dev mostly in Arcanis, well, since I started and up until now. I got into project management. I think I started doing project management around 2014. So and yeah, helping with the process and of course doing some projects as well. So I got in the PMT team, the project management team as well, helping with the processes and some projects. So, and then yeah, after some time, I also got to learn Angular and Ionic, which is also mobile development. But yeah, so far so good. Yeah, but currently right now, still doing the iOS native language for the mobile development.
Nice. How was the learning curve for the other tech with you starting in iOS? Was it hard? Is there or was it just
From
seamless?
iOS from iOS native going to Angular, well, we started with JavaScript, but it was a bit hard for me at, at the start. Of course, but it's really a different language. But after I guess 3 months from learning or 2 months from learning about the JavaScript, I was able to catch up with. I was able to start doing projects, actual projects in Ionic. So yeah, I guess it's smooth.
That's nice. And do you have any plans of learning another tech in the future? Or are you interested in a tech at the moment?
I think at the moment I'd like to stick with what I have right now. Maybe concentrate, maybe focusing on the Ionic or Angular, and I think from there it has many opportunities with projects compared. I mean, I pretty much don't have that much time with learning another one, but depends on the flow of But yeah,
Okay.
I think I'd like to stick with what I have right now and maybe improve more. I yeah.
Ah, let's go. So you want to enhance what the text that you have on your belt right
Yes.
now. Okay. So,
Yes.
how about your team? Can you tell me about your team and your roles in your team? I mean, how many teams are you handling or are you a member of at the moment?
Currently, I only have a one team that I'm a developer in it, and one team that I'm handling, but not really full time handling, because I'm more of like 90% or 80% with my current project. So yeah, for my role, I'm the iOS developer. We're like two mobile developers in our project. We have uh, someone who handles us as well. We have two testers, two backend developers, and one front end for the web. So yeah, aside from my role, that's purely development. We also do like specs making with the for the mobile development, and yeah, we get it approved by our client. We also talk directly to our clients, and their clients as well. So it's more of a free whatever works for us.
Okay. So, which teams are these?
This is think it twice at the moment, and then for the one that I'm handling is the Arc Workouts internal project.
The ARC workouts. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why when we have like bugs, we people
Mm,
go to you.
yes.
Okay. Okay. So, next is, which accomplishments are you most proud of since you've been working in Arcanys?
The thing that I'm most proud is it's actually not even work related. It's having to create something amazing with our R&R team, which I am a part of, and I'm really proud of it because it's something that we create as a team, and that gives people a chance to have fun with the different events that we do, especially the big ones that we've handled before, like year-end parties, summer outings. Yeah, I think that's the most thing that I'm proud of. We creating something very big. Yeah, and it's outside of our work, but it's something that it gives most of the people in our kind of happiness or something, a reason to stay in our kind of as well.
Nice. Yeah, I can empathize because
Yes,
it's really really hard to organize events,
true.
and me being with you in R&R for
How
the
is it?
past how many years, for the past couple of years, it has been like a roller coaster of headaches, and
Yes,
then um ups of like satisfaction when you see people enjoying the events, people
yes.
giving good feedback. Yeah, yeah,
And you
I'm with
always
you.
get to, and you always need to beat that, that event on the
The
next year
previous
and the next year.
ones.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so nice one. How about, do you have any memorable or funny Arcana story or anecdote that you can't like forget or like stands out in your head since you've been working here in Arcana? You have like almost a decade with the company already. So I bet you have like at least a couple of
I
stories.
don't know. I don't know, but I think um, we always look forward at Friday lunch, and that's something that I always I know. I think it's always special for me. Friday lunches, and when it's Friday, let's go out, something like that.
Oh, when we were in the office?
Yes, when we're in the office. Yes.
Why was it like memorable? What makes the Friday lunches like stand out?
Why is it memorable? In normal, I guess, days, it's always you going to the office, you drink coffee or whatever, turn on your computer, do your work, and then get out. No, maybe take lunch, but on your desk or just within the building. But when it's Friday lunch before, the whole company has to go to a specific resto, and yeah, you get to mingle with others. You ride the PUJ, or you ride your colleague's car, have fun going there, and when you get there, you were like, there's this empty seats, empty tables and chairs, like a lot of them because we're a lot. And yeah, when you enter, you just go, everyone's Arcanys reserve, and after
Oh.
eating, everyone's eating, you go back right away, and you're full and you're satisfied, and that's your Friday. And every Friday is always a something like, what do you call this?
A highlight of the week.
Oh yeah, yeah, a highlight or something that your week is ending. You have to reward yourself. So that Friday lunch was always a reward for me. Yeah,
Nice.
for me.
So that was like when the company was under
Yeah, it was
100.
like around 2 Thursday. 2013, 14, and 15, I guess.
Oh,
I forgot.
I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but it's
so
always.
so it was
But
like
then, you know,
a nice bonding
when
moment.
you, I guess, yeah, it was a very nice bonding moment. But it's okay because after they changed it to like everyday lunch and it's free, it's still okay. I mean, it's way better because it's every day now.
Yeah. And
I like
the
the
food was
PJ part and the part where you need to ride, or yeah, it's a bonding moment.
because you
And
had
that's
to
where you
go
can
to
see the
another
culture.
place.
Yeah, and that's where you can see the actual culture of the company. You know.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. I can picture that. Okay. So, thank you for sharing that. I didn't know. So, how about being an Arcanite? What has your experience been with the Arcanys company culture? You already mentioned something about the company culture during your Friday lunches, which was the highlight of your weeks then. But for the duration since you've started until now, until today, what has your experience been with the Arcanys company culture in general? Yeah, give us
So
like the gems.
let me see. I guess one of the major things that I really like about the culture in Arcanis is how you can easily, when I say easily, very easy to talk with everyone. We have this open door policy, meaning you can just if you need something or you have a problem with something, it's that feeling that you're able to open up, yeah, right away to anyone. Like if you need something, you can always talk to someone right away. Instead of like in my previous experiences, you can always talk to your seatmate or something because you're afraid to talk with them. But the aura, the company culture gives like we're here for you or something that we listen. It's that aura that's giving us the culture of the Arcanas. And most of the people in Arcanas are fun to be with. You can really tell that there's this culture that we have maintained that and when you get to work here, so when you get to work here, you feel home, and that's it. I guess the key is home.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I can relate because it is true that you can easily talk to most of the people in the company. Even when first started, like first week, people are very friendly, and a lot of the newbies too say that people are friendly. So nice.
And there's no power index, right? There's no sir or ma'am, so everyone's kind of like equal.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about the founding duo? What can you say about
Hmm.
Alan and Fred? Their leadership styles or values, etc.
Leadership styles. How do I say? Very approachable, very friendly. Like I said, open. You know, they
Is
listen to you.
is there any
Your
difference
habits.
between the two? Are there any differences?
Fred is actually stricter than Alan.
How about
Give me times.
can you like cite like a specific incident or example where you appreciated both of them or one of them?
So Alan, I guess, is really a very understanding guy. Especially during the Odette times. My family, our house, I mean, we live in a mountainous area, so yeah, of course, everyone doesn't have electricity, and we don't have water. But actually, the source of our some of the people here in the city still has like easier way to get water because they live near somewhere that has a really good supply. So sort of our situation at that time, it was very hard for us because we can't really go down from the mountains just to get supplies and whatever. So when I say understanding, Alan gave us this chance to even stay at the office for free and use all the things that we need: electricity, internet connection, water, even coffee. So so it was really something that really struck us. And aside from that, he has been like that. He's been like that since like 2013. He always listens to people. He listens to the problems that the company's facing, and we talked about it during our PMT meetings, and yeah, we improved from there, and stuff like that. So yes, for Alan, very understanding. For Fred, I always see him as the healthy fit guy, and he inspires everyone in the office with that mindset. So I guess he has taught us a lot about eating healthy, how we should live, and how our lifestyle should be changed with that in mind. That way we could we could work properly and of course have a healthier life. Yeah, that's it.
Nice. Thank you. That's very illuminating. So, what
Hmm.
kinds of resources have you taken advantage of while in Arcanis?
I think the
The
only resource I can think of the moment is that I've really taken advantage of is the 5-year club benefit. I think that's
yeah,
the
that one that
biggest
was
thing.
quite extensive for the past year, right?
Yes, and even the previous years. Yes,
Nice. Would you mind telling us what did you get for your
for my 5-year club. So
yeah.
last year, instead of going somewhere, um, I was able to get an iPhone 13 Pro
Nice.
for yeah,
I'm
purchase that
jealous.
one. So there's a reason for you to stay in Arcanis.
So,
For myself, I really don't have any plans to buy phones like that or something. But that was a chance for me to get some that kind of expensive phone. So why not? It's because it's free. Oh yeah, I
did
forgot. But there's this one more resource that I've forgot and I've always taken advantage of is this Arcanys Foundation. They
mhm.
have
Yeah.
teachers that offer us free math and English lessons to our kids. So my kids, Riley and Dean, both are 5 and 6, were able to enroll in that class. My kids got to learn a lot from, you know, enroll in that class for free. And that was given by Arcanys as well.
Yeah, yeah. I remember, are they still doing the online classes with the ALF teachers?
At the moment, we've paused after the December break and of course the other time. So I'm not
Ah.
sure when it's coming back.
Oh, okay. But if it's coming back,
Of
would
course.
you continue? Okay.
Yeah, my daughter misses her teacher, so yes.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So, speaking of benefits, which perks are your favorite and why?
As always, it's the 5-year club.
Speaking of the 5-year club, can you tell us more about what it is?
It's one of the best perks for me. But yeah, 5-year club is when you get from the word you have to be 5 years to be a member of the 5-year club. So when you get to and the perks of that is that you get to spend oldies. When I say oldies, you're 5-year members on a vacation outside of the Philippines. No, it started with local areas. I think there were two 5-year club awards, and that was a trip to Bohol. I think that's the first one, and then the second one was in Boracay, and the third one, which I was able to join, was in Taiwan, and then the next one was in Malaysia, and then the fifth one, because of COVID, we weren't able to travel, but we got the other bonuses. So yeah, the one I mentioned earlier. But when I started with when I was a member, my first outing was in Taiwan. So my wife and I we never planned about traveling, and we haven't even tried even planning to travel outside of the Philippines. But because of this opportunity, we were able to go places we would not go, and it's really a great experience, and it's really the best perk because everything's for free, and it's not a very typical backpacker trip. It's a well pampered, well planned trip for us to get a vacation and get to stay in really cool places, eat heavy, of course, and yeah, get to experience things.
Yeah, I remember that trip. And I'm quite jealous of that trip too. I've never been to Taiwan. So,
And then this year, I think we're planning if we have the chance, because COVID is about to say goodbye. Hopefully, yeah, we are planning to go outside again of the Philippines. So yeah, still in Asia.
still in Asia. Do you have your passports ready?
Of course, passports are ready. And I'm planning to bring my kids as well. Hopefully, everything's
Nice.
going to be smooth. I want them to experience
Yeah, travel
those
outside
kinds of things.
broadens
Yeah,
like kids' perspective. It's
yeah, and they
nice.
get to know how to prepare a 5-minute self preparation so that you can travel early. No, I'm just joking.
Good luck with that.
So yeah, I think that's the only problem parents will have to face
When
during
traveling.
travel times. But you have to train them to be 5 minutes ready.
Ah, okay. So you were only able to go on one trip. Oh no, two trips because you also
Two
went to
trips, yeah.
Malaysia. So of the two trips that you've had with the 5-year club, what were the most memorable parts?
Memorable between the two. Mm,
Do you have like a memorable part of the Taiwan trip and then a memorable part
okay.
in the Malaysian trip?
So the first for the Taiwan trip, the memorable part is to even experience first time flying, and that especially together with my wife. We're both first timers and traveling outside, riding an airplane outside of the Philippines. So yeah, it was memorable, and that part where we went to a place that's very cold. It was around I think we around it was around 12 or less than 12 degrees. It was very cold, and it was kind of like raining or something. Yeah, and that place was the best because it was like the what do you call that anime, the cartoon movie. There's this Taiwan setting that's in a movie, a cartoon movie. I forgot. Never mind.
Cartoon? Like
Yeah,
what Japanese cartoon?
yeah, Japanese cartoon. I forgot the movie. It's Spirited Away,
Ah,
and it
the one in
was
the train
in I
tracks,
forgot.
near the train
Yeah,
tracks.
it's Jufen. It's Jufen in Taiwan. It's the
Nice.
old seaside gold mining town.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
Yeah, that part there was the best for me. It was like it was the whole culture of Taiwan in one place, I guess. And aside from that, there's this specific smell in Taiwan that makes you miss. I guess it's the sticky tofu, but I don't know.
Now, how about the Malaysian trip?
So the Malaysian trip, aside from being scared because it was the start of COVID times, so I guess the memorable part of being in Malaysia is the food. Food there is very nice, just like Taiwan though. But oh yeah, it was the first time that I experienced something like it's 7 a.m. and 7 a.m. here in the Philippines is like very early. You can see the sunrise, but in Malaysia, the 7 a.m. there is still dark. So it's the first time that I've experienced it. So it's very magical because it's a different time zone, and so it's the first time for me. So it's magical. I don't know. There were a lot of things in Malaysia that were very cool.
Nothing stands out, like maybe one tourist spot or
I don't know.
know.
There's this tourist spot that's
You had
kind.
like a lot of pictures with your wife.
Yeah,
Which ones are like
yeah. That's why I cannot pick. Everything's very cool. So I think the one where we rode that gondola ba yan?
gondola? Really? Malaysia had
Gondola?
gondola?
We rode that something ish that goes up to the mountains.
Cable cars?
Cable cars, yes.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
cable.
but I think that's gondola is another word for cable car.
And yeah, what and aside from that, the major standout for me was they have this like mall, a very big mall, where from my place where we were staying, you can go underground from that specific mall, and you can go all the way to a mall very far away from there, and that's just passing an underground some kind of mall thingy.
Yeah, yeah, like connected subways.
Yeah, and
Ah,
the twin tower. I like the twin tower.
was that Petronas, right?
Yes, Petronas. Yes, yes.
Nice. Okay. So, how about you give us a glimpse of what you think about Arcanys. Complete these sentences. Arcanys is
Arcanys is and will always be the best for me. Best at everything. The best company that you could work with. The best company that make you be a better person and improve a lot of things. So yeah, Arcanys is the best at that.
okay. How about Arcanytes? Arcanytes are
Arcanines are awesome.
Yes, Arcanys are awesome.
Why?
Because, everyone's goofy, everyone's very approachable, everyone's friendly, everyone's an Arcanite. They're like a family that you can always talk to, something like that.
Ah, yeah. They're like family. I can relate. Okay. So, who are some of your biggest
Oh.
inspirations within the company?
One of my biggest inspirations, I guess, is George. George, who is a part of the PMT as well. Um, I find him as an inspiration because he can always easily talk to people. He goes out of his way to help with people. He finds solutions to help the company, and yeah, he's the go-to person for everyone. And it's something that I've always wanted for myself. I've always wanted to help as well, and yeah, because before I've even decided what to take in college, I've always wanted to be a psychology major, yeah, just to be able to understand people and talk to people. And George has that talent of talking with people and helping out people.
Cool. So, you dreamed of becoming a psychology graduate? Really?
Yes, I dreamed once, yes, but now that I'm in IT, and I'm in the computer world, I'm good because I can still be that person, like,
Yeah, I
sort of,
guess. Especially
sort of.
thinking about user experience.
Yeah,
It's
user
all right, yeah.
experience, handling with clients and whatever. Yeah.
You're right, right. So, yeah, I agree. George is the go-to guy for like answers or solutions, you know? So, what is the most unique part about working in Arcanis?
The most unique part about working here is that no, it's really unique. I can say because I remember when we were having our Friday lunch and Alan was there. We asked about where the name Arcanys was coming from. So his answer was like it was like from a game about Arcane. I'm always a gamer, and I'm always interested in games and magic and stuff. And it's getting to work in a company that is inspired from games, has a history of being in a game industry. It's very special or something. It's very unique. If you know the history, they started with selling items from in a game, and then they have their own esports team.
So, thank you, Kayo, but do you have anything to say about Arcanis
Well,
or your future with Arcanis?
I'm not the future type of person, but I always want to say thank you, Arcanis. I very much appreciate everything that Arcanis has done for us.
So, extra question. Did you, because I know since your kids are like under 10, you had them while you were
Hmm.
already in Arcanis, right? But
Yes. Yes.
did you also get married while you were in Arcanis na?
Yes. All of them
Nice.
are major life happenings or events were happened in the time when I was in Arkansas. So the first time when we were girlfriend and boyfriend, and then the time we get married, we get the first kid and then the second kid, and
Cool. So it's
all
like
of them
your life
are
with
sinusan.
Arcanis is in tandem with
Yes.
your family life. Nice. Okay.
Yes. And Arcanis has been supportive with my family. So no,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
in a way, in a way,
So, yeah, thank you very much for giving me your time this afternoon. You and your family have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.
And that's our first episode of Arcanys Career Talks with iOS developer and PMT Shlby Puerto. Thank you for listening and hope you have a lovely day ahead. If you want access to more content like this one, feel free to like our channel and subscribe so you get notified when we publish new episodes.